The BMF vows to influence the ANC policy direction on economic transformation at its elective conference in Mangaung later this year. And funeral services for many of the victims of the fatal Putco bus crash are being held throughout the Vaal township of Sebokeng. I'm Richard Brooks. The Black Management Forum has vowed to influence the ANC policy direction on economic transformation at its elective conference in Mangaung later this year. The ruling party has just concluded its policy conference where socio-economic transformation took centre stage. BMF says it will partner with the ANC-led government to ensure full economic transformation. The forum's Tembakazi Manyaka.
We will seek to influence the position of the ANC in Mangaung, not elections, but the position in terms of the policy conference itself. And we will then help as the BMF to monitor and provide managers for implementation, because BMF has developed managerial leadership and we have very high caliber managers in the BMF. So we do want to help the state to ensure that we actually achieve, because I think we have the same objectives when it comes to economic revolution.
Funeral services for many of the victims of the fatal Putco bus crash are being held throughout the Vaal township of Sebokeng. 19 people died when the bus they were travelling in plummeted off a bridge on the R59 in Meyerton, and 55 others were left injured. The 20th victim died in hospital earlier this week. Candice Klein reports.
Two sisters were among those who lost their lives in the horrific accident. The sisters were on their way to work, the only breadwinners for their family. Upon hearing the news of his daughter's death, their father sunk into a deep depression, barely aware of what is going on around him. The sisters cared for their ailing mother and 3 children between them. The acting mayor attended the funeral, vowing to investigate the cause behind the crash and to ensure that families were compensated through the Road Accident Fund. Candice Klein, SABC News, Sebokeng.
The radio industry is looking at ways to regain listenership, this as growing numbers of people turn to the internet and social media for information. An estimated 8 million people in the country prefer to access content through mobile phones. This came out at the annual radio conference in Johannesburg. Radio Day marketing consultant Lucky Mdwena.
A relook as to how radio complies to cell phones or digital radio, and how we can be able to find ways to move on. And also actually fed to the programming or content the presenters or radio stations put out on air. Content was very, very important conversation at the conference.
The South African Weather Services has predicted fine and warm weather for Durban. Forecaster Wiseman Dlamini says favourable weather is expected throughout KZN. Dlamini says people attending the Durban July will enjoy sunny weather, but light drizzle is expected later in the evening.
Today, there is fine and warm conditions expected during the day. Becoming fairly partly cloudy to cloudy, mainly in the afternoon and towards evening. We could have some evening showers over Durban area tonight. It looks like it should be a good day for people who are attending the function there at Durban July for today. With the day starting at around 4 or 5 o'clock. Could still be fairly partly cloudy by that time. And the rain-wise expected fairly in the evening.